Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Elihu L. from Baltimore, Maryland. Just came across a news story from Brother Yogi mentioning textbooks in Texas are not mentioning slavery, all right, in the history books or whatever, okay? That's no surprise, okay? That's no surprise, all right? Not only will you see textbooks beginning to not mention slavery, you already see archaeological monuments being destroyed. They call that, pardon me, it's called iconoclasm. Okay, the destruction of icons. All right, monuments, historical figures, and usually in a Masonic, or when I say Masonic in this sense, I mean structurally a structure built out of stone. All right, and that could just be a sculpture. Stone just don't mean brick. Okay, sculpture. All right, where you see noses broken off and things of that nature, or you just see them just straight up removed, put into basements of museums, basements of people's homes, private home collections, where they are just kept from the public domain, period. All right. Slavery is an embarrassment to white people. It's something they don't want to claim because, for one, it opens the door for reparations. All right. Also, you got to understand this, that you have been replaced. You have been deemed unnecessary. Okay. You have been the target group picked for purging. Okay. Us black people are being set up, okay, for the big dick. Okay. And the big dick is the same dick they stuck in the ass of the Jews. All right. Which is ethnic cleansing. All right. They did it to the Bosnians, okay, in Herzegovina. It's been done all throughout history. It's been done all throughout history, okay? And, you know, simultaneously certain things begin to take place. But the main thing is, first you must begin to villainize that particular group. You must begin to point the finger at that group for all the ills of society, okay? You have to begin to blame that particular group as being a scourge of society, okay? The problematic group, all right? And then you begin to rally support not only from members of the opposite groups, but you can also rally support from within that particular group that's picked for extermination themselves. They will turn on themselves, okay? Individuals from within that group who don't feel as though they are members of the group. Okay, I'll give you an example. You got the Boule type motherfuckers, okay? You know, who are black, but they ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Who are black, but yet they'll attack their own people, okay? Viciously. More viciously than the white folks or any opposing group will attack them themselves, okay? They'll come up with much more stronger arguments, all right? Because they know that particular group, because they're members of the goddamn group. You know what I mean? To their dismay. Okay? All right, so you'll and using that as a basis, you'll begin to see the faith-based initiatives being summoned, okay, to back the removal of, you know, slavery out the textbooks. Now see, you set your, listen, this is how slick, this is how cunning. And now the serpent was more cunning than any other beast in the field. You asked for this goddamn flag to come down, right? Okay. Why not eliminate it altogether? This is how they gonna do this shit. See, this is how slick this white motherfucker is, yo. This is why I had to make this video again. Because I know y'all out there, man, y'all disappoint Brother Elihu Ill. Man, it's hard to forgive y'all for what y'all done to me, y'all. Real talk. I ain't even gonna go there, y'all. You know, it's hard to forgive y'all for what y'all did to me, y'all. Straight up, y'all. You know, y'all betrayed me. Phew, man. But anyway, all right? This is what they're going to do, okay? Remember, man, he don't give you nothing, okay? He don't give you nothing. Don't ever forget that shit, okay? Anything he give you, fucking examine that shit inside out. And only ones who will fit to examine it are the learned, you know? So nobody cares about you niggas out there, you know, who post memes all the motherfucking time. Because you don't know shit. You heard that from me. I've been telling you time and time again, revolutionaries don't post memes. They open their mouths. They speak to the people. Okay? Got goddamn meme professors. Fucking motherfuckers. I'm supposed to be cleaning up my act. But anyway. So that's what they're going to do. Okay? That's what they're going to do. And remember, the long-term effect is total annihilation of African people. Period. Period. It wouldn't surprise me if they had a 150-year plan. Okay? And I know for sure they have a plan to lower numbers. See, this is what this cracker, man. This is what the censuses are all about and shit like that. It's about keeping tabs on motherfuckers to maintain a certain number, okay, within that they need, because they need other groups, all right? They need other groups. Remember, your ass was born here as a free source of labor, or now we've just went from a free source to a cheap source of labor. White people will always need that. But you have been replaced, okay, with the Hispanic, the new nigga, okay? The new millennium, the nigga of the new millennium, the Hispanic, all right? So, you know, that's what's going to happen with that piece. They're going to get what the fuck they want. Okay, and that slavery shit will be removed. It will be written out of the books. Okay, they will take claim for the goddamn pyramids, and then they will attribute their offset genetic root, the Spaniard and Portuguese, for the building of the ones in Mexico. They ain't gonna give them motherfuckers credit for it either, because remember, in Mexico, you don't really have a whole lot of wall carvings and a lot of icons of sculptured Masonic imagery. You know what I mean? Like you have in Kemet. You know what I mean? And in Ethiopia. All right. You don't have that. You got you have the architectural structure themselves, the pyramids, but you don't have a lot of like imagery as far as faces. And the ones you do see are African, okay? The old mech heads and some of the carvings you see, you know what I mean, have more African facial features, you know what I mean, than what you would consider modern day Mexicans, okay? Modern day Mexicans, man, I don't know, they funny built, and them motherfuckers ain't right, man, mentally either, you know what I mean? Your warrior class is more like your Puerto Ricans and shit like that. But your Guatemalans and El Salvadorians and shit like that, I mean, I don't know, they real soft as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? They listen, they soft as far as like body type, body structure and shit like that, right? But they do have the propensity for violence. They do have the propensity to kill, and to kill in a very effective and sinister manner. They will take killing to levels that niggas don't, okay? They will peel the skin off your motherfucking body. You know what I mean? You look at that Mara Salvatrucha shit, that MS-13 shit, you know, they have a propensity for violence that niggas do not go. They have that white man's propensity and level for killing the motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know, that Vlad the Impaler type shit. Okay, a nigga just gonna kill you and leave your body there dead. All right, you know. But these motherfuckers take that shit to levels, you know what I mean, way fucking beyond. All right, and for that, I guess they kind of have some kind of like mutual fucking satanic demonic, you know, acknowledgement of each other. You know, I don't know. I'm tripping a little bit, but you know, just throwing that in there and shit. Uh, but yeah, man, they're gonna get what the fuck they want. They're gonna use the faith-based initiative shit, which they always use. And for those who are not familiar with faith-based programs, the faith-based initiative (FBI) programs is where preachers qualify for grants, yearly grants. In a grant, you don't have to pay back, not to be mistaken for a loan. Okay, they basically they get a stipend every goddamn year from the government. Okay, a stipend. Okay, to be on call whenever a crisis event occurs, in whichever the white man needs them to come out for Operation Cool Down. You know, put the niggas on ice. You know, tell them to go the fuck home, stay in the house. You know, so we can do what the fuck we need to do. You know, and that's basically how them motherfuckers are used, and how they'll use. You say, well, okay, oh break, okay, brother. What do you mean? How they going to use the preachers for this? They're going to use them for this shit. They're going to use the other reasoning for taking this shit out of the book. They're going to use the black preachers for this reason. They're going to say that it has something to do probably the teaching of slavery affects the esteem of young black children. You know, it has something to do with the esteem. That's how they view themselves. And it's reflecting in the grades that they're getting on shit like that, or how they operate throughout the society, you know, shit like that, right? And they're gonna use that little bullshit argument, and then they'll go ahead and then, you know, how they do it. They pull on Bill O'Reilly and CNN, and they have, you know, asshole number one, asshole number two, asshole number three versus a real motherfucker. You know what I mean? 3 against 1. You know what I'm saying? And they go ahead and push their little agenda like that through their primary tool for social control, the television. Okay? And this is how they begin to curb the mentality and the viewpoints of the people. You know what I mean? Remember, these aren't people. They're Borg. I have to stop referring to them as people. To the collective is another word that I rather refer to them as. Okay? Because they believe as, you know, as their program. These are television programs, and they're programs now. There aren't many people left. There are just a lot of programs. You know what I mean? You're surrounded by programs. All right. Also, you have I mentioned the Confederate flag piece. You know what I mean? And see, that's the Hegelian dialectic shit that I was telling you about. You know what I mean? That's the Hegelian dialectic shit. You know what I'm saying? Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. All right. The goal is to remove slavery from the textbooks. Okay. How do we get that? Well, we create a crisis. Okay. And the crisis being the Confederate flag piece. Okay. So then we go ahead and interview motherfuckers on what they think about the flag. And you interview a bunch of niggas who will say, oh yeah, that shit needs to be taken down immediately. Okay. All right. So then when they take that down, then you say, okay, well, you pose a solution. Okay, we can take that down, but how about we just take all of that shit out there? Because, you know, it's really an embarrassment to the country. The individuals that did that are no longer around. America is now a one world, you know what I mean? It's part of a one world government. You know, we are a United States, you know what I mean? They're going to push that shit, okay? They're going to push that shit, all right? It's unified shit. All right, where it ain't shit unified at all. Okay, but that's the concept. Okay, that's the concept. That's the idea based on belief, not a reality. That's what concepts are. Concepts are ideas based on belief, but not reality. All right, so they're going to push all types of concepts, but that'll be the primary concepts. The one world government, you know, the one world We all hold hands. We are the world. You know what I mean? Let's all swing and say kumbaya. That shit. You know what I mean? You know, nature knows no color lines. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so, you know, they're gonna get what the fuck they want. And know this, know that the overall agenda, though, down the road, is to annihilate blacks altogether and eliminate any historical indicators that they ever existed. All right. Outside of this, they will keep around a handful of blacks, okay, for medical purposes. All right, for medical purposes, okay, and maybe as goddamn pets. Who the fuck knows? Freak shows. You know what I mean? You know, who the fuck knows, man? Because they are known for total purging of races. Okay, they're known for total elimination of animals, fowl, birds, types of birds, type of fish. Okay, they're known for total annihilation of certain animals, like the dodo bird, hunted into extinction, no longer exists. And there have been many other animals as well. Okay, so don't you think this motherfucker does not possess the propensity to eliminate an entire species, because he's done it. Okay, time and time again he's done it. All right, this ain't new to him. Okay, he's good at it. All right, the Bible refers to him as the pale horse. For wherever he goes, death comes with him. All right, this is Brother Elihu. I'm gonna keep this one short. Peace, brothers and sisters.